everyone, it's Maki here. Do you like mobile suits designed for underwater combat? Various underwater combat mobile suits appeared even in the original Gundam. It's quite common for the military forces based in space to design underwater mobile suits with unique and outlandish designs. Today, I'll introduce one of these mobile suits from Gundam Seed. Its name is ZnO. It's like a monstrous mobile suit that destroys enemies with its massive claws. It has the same powerful presence as the god that appeared in the original Gundam. Now, let's dive deep into the ocean where ZnO lurks. During the war with the Earth Alliance, Abducts army reveled in the immense accomplishments achieved by their mobile suits. This success eventually led to the prevailing ideology in the Abducts army that the primary combat responsibility rests with mobile suits. To ensure a more definite invasion of Earth, Abducts introduced new mobile suits announced as a form of propaganda were the ZnO logo and gates. This announcement took place just 10 days before the start of the operation to seize the Gundam in the first episode of the anime. The gates required a considerable amount of time from its announcement to its deployment since it reflected the technology of the GATX series captured from the Earth Alliance. However, by the time Kira Yamato and his companions reached Earth, ZnO and logo were already in active service. ZnO was developed as the successor to the Goon. The Goon had been prominent, boasting numerous weapons all over its body. Yet, it had a significant shortcoming in melee combat capabilities. In its battle against the Strike Gundam, it frequently rammed its opponent, but failed to deliver a decisive blow. Strengthening its close combat capability was crucial, especially when considering future confrontations with underwater weapons the Earth Alliance might deploy. Goon also had some drawbacks concerning its ranged weapons. Its rifle darts lacked the firepower to penetrate the armor of the new battleships and were easily defended against by the Strike Gundam's shield. The supercar-taking torpedoes, despite their high destructive power, were notoriously difficult to use, as noted by soldiers. In the anime, these torpedoes were never used. Moreover, the fixed position of the Gundam laser cannon limited its firing angles. ZnO robustly addressed these shortcomings. First, its arsenal was limited to two main types of ranged weapons. It retained the torpedoes, which had been highly effective when used by Goon, allowing for the continuation of the existing development and supply lines. By integrating the Gundam laser cannon into the arm, the firing angle became much more flexible. Additionally, it was equipped with powerful claws for close combat, capable of easily penetrating battleship armor. The ZnO also featured the sensor array, commonly used in Abducts mobile suits. Thanks to this array of sensors, ZnO had enhanced enemy detection and battlefield awareness capabilities compared to Goon. The way along which its mono-eye moved was also more expansive, providing a broader field of view both underwater and in mobile suit mode. Continuing the design philosophy from Goon, the ZnO had a rounded body to minimize water resistance during submersion. Its transformation mechanism was simpler, allowing for faster transitions to cruising mode. Its underwater navigation capabilities surpassed Goon's. The armor was significantly thicker, greatly improving resistance to water pressure. During its fight with the Strike Gundam, it continued to battle on the seafloor even after being pierced by the Schwatt gear. In comparison, Goon, which had been pierced by the armor Schneider, was immediately crushed by water pressure, demonstrating the resilience of the ZnO. It truly represents the next generation of underwater combat mobile suits with its numerous enhancements. Its combat capabilities on land were also retained in the anime. There are numerous scenes where ZnO destroys tanks and artillery positions, with fewer scenes of it being defeated compared to the Goon. It's evident that the ZnO was a much more potent machine. In the sequel, See Destiny, the ZnO remains an active combat unit, and its operations alongside its successor, the Ash, can be observed. Let's take a look at the formidable weapons equipped by ZnO. Compared to Goon, which was like an arsenal all over, the total number of weapons has decreased. Instead, it possesses strength sufficient to counter the Strike Gundam. First up is the 533mm 6-tube torpedo launcher. It's the same weapon that Goon used. Although it's called a torpedo, it adopts a rocket propulsion system instead of screws. Therefore, it can be launched and used towards the ground or in the air. Unlike Goon, the method of installation has been changed to a fixed mount on the machine. Next is the Gundam laser cannon. It's a sonic weapon installed in the palm of the hand. Just like Goon's, it's not a beam weapon. The green light serves as a targeting laser. Since it's not a physical bullet, it's an effective weapon against phase shift armor, and shockingly in See Destiny, it has taken down the Forbidden Vortex, which employs trans-phase armor. Its placement considers simultaneous use with claws. During combat with the Strike Gundam, there were scenes where it tried to fire while pinning the enemy with its claw. Also, being mounted on the arm allows for free angle adjustments for shooting. ZnO is often noted for its close combat capabilities, but the fact that it can fire the Gundam laser cannon from any angle, which is effective against phase shift armor, is truly remarkable. Observing its placement in the palm and the shape of the muzzle, it has features similar to the palm fire equipped on the Destiny Gundam. There is no documentation that explains a technical connection between the Destiny Gundam and ZnO. However, since both are weapons of the Zakt forces, they might have referenced each other's structures. Palm in Italian means palm of the hand, and fire means harpoon in Italian. It's an interesting element that makes one feel the connection with ZnO, an underwater mobile suit. Lastly, the distinctive claw. While Goon was equipped with hands extremely similar to human fingers, contrasting its aquatic creature-like form, ZnO has been replaced with 3 powerful claws specifically for combat. These claws aren't just for tearing opponents apart. They can be formed into a fist-like shape to deliver powerful punches. Its sturdiness also allows it to be used as a defensive equipment. The scene where it repels the Sword Strike's rocket anchor is memorable. Considering that the successor unit, Ash, is also equipped with claws rather than fingers, one can understand how effectively ZnO's claws have performed. Let's delve into the prowess of ZnO. Isn't it just awe-inspiring to see the ZnO piloted by Maki in action? Observe the scene where creatures are passing the Goon, known as the king of the underwater realm, lunges at the Strike Gundam. The ZnO makes its appearance in support of the Goon units battling Kira Yamato's Strike Gundam. Morashim's skills are swiftly put to the test. Instead of directly hitting the Strike Gundam with torpedoes, he targets the rocks at its feet. This results in a nearby explosion, which causes the Stray Gundam to be exposed to the shock wave and subsequent underwater currents. Furthermore, its vision is obstructed by the sand and rock debris kicked up. Morashim, having directed the goons to target the Archangel, challenges the Stray Gundam himself. In its high-speed mode, ZnO secures an elevated position and launches an attack with its Gundam laser cannon. Although the Stray Gundam evades this attack, Morashim successfully dissuades the enemy from the seabed by causing another explosion. This tactical shift drags the enemy into a battlefield advantageous for ZnO, which boasts superior underwater combat capabilities. Next, ZnO initiates an attack with its claw. This attack is indeed fearsome. In a split-second reaction, the Soul Stray Gundam retaliates with its Sugar Jabberel. ZnO finds an attack by thrusting its left arm forward but quickly retracts it and adjusts its body's angle. By doing so, it dodges the Soul Strike's attack and with astonishing speed, delivers a punch that sends the Stray Gundam flying. Furthermore, Morim fires torpedoes at the blown-away Stray Gundam. This sequence showcases Morashim's ability to make split-second decisions and execute multifaceted attacks, with ZnO's capabilities being vividly depicted in tandem. The torpedoes fired during this pursuit make a direct hit on the Stray Gundam. Had the opponent not been the phase-shift armored Stray Gundam, the battle would have ended there. Kira retaliates with a rocket anchor, but it's parried by ZnO's claw. This weapon was something Morashim had never witnessed before. Yet, he expertly deflects it with precision, demonstrating both his piloting skills and the resilience of ZnO's claw. Maintaining this momentum, ZnO goes in for full-body ram. Drawing on its robust armor and high-speed capabilities, it was reminiscent of the encounter between Mambarao and Damao in the original Gundam, a scene where the protagonist's life is saved by the capabilities of their mobile suit. Upon collision, ZnO drives its opponent into the seabed. Had it not been for the phase-shift armor, any other unit would surely have been defeated at this juncture. This truly makes one appreciate the exceptional talents of Marulanius, the technical officer behind the development of the phase-shift armor. Despite their dominance in the battle, a grave misfortune befalls Morashim and ZnO. South Banning, appearing in 0083, has stated that the most terrifying thing on the battlefield is an attack devoid of malicious intent. What befell Morashim was precisely such an unintended assault. The goons are obliterated by the Archangel's assault, two almost simultaneously. Morashim's tactic of always maintaining elevation over the Stray Gundam ironically led to his downfall. The combined explosion from the two mobile suits greatly destabilized ZnO, but the Stray Gundam positioned lower remained unaffected. ZnO is then assaulted by the Sugar Jabberel. Despite its left shoulder being pierced, ZnO doesn't give up. Surely, many of you cheered them on in front of your screens. Keep going, Morashim, don't give up, ZnO! Without any sign of resignation, ZnO powerfully pins down the Stray Gundam, readying its Gundam laser cannon for another assault. However, the Stray Gundam counters with its armor Schneider. Despite being impaled by both the Sugar Jabberel and armor Schneider, ZnO remains undeterred, intent on continuing its assault. But another misfortune awaits Morashim. Compared to other GATX series, the Strike Gundam boasts a more flexible range of motion, closely mimicking human movement. Using its leg, the Strike Gundam kicks and then flings ZnO away. Had Kira been piloting any other Gundam, he would likely have been the one defeated. Tossed aside ZnO, already damaged by the Schubert Jevero and Amar Schneider, explodes. Kira's victory was indeed a matter of luck. One could argue that in essence, ZnO and Moroshin were the true victors. Now, I'll share a secret piece of information that not many people know. Actually, there is a hidden evolution machine in ZnO. Its name is ZnO the Edge. This is a mobile suit that was revealed in the bonus pages of Gundam Seed Destiny, Astray. It's a machine designed by Mr. Yoshihiko Mochido, who is in charge of designing the Seed mobile suit variations. It's a highly mobile suit designed for space battles. The responsible editor is said to have rejected it, saying it was no good. It's unclear whether this machine was drawn as a joke or actually submitted to the editor and then rejected. However, since many flashy and unique machines appear in the Astray series, it might have been designed with the intention of making a significant appearance in the story. It would be interesting to see it in action if it were to make a guest appearance in a game. The drill on its own looks cool, as it seems to fly towards the opponent. Now, we'd like you to board the ZnO and head into battle. Don't worry! With the combat techniques of Mako Moroshin that you've learned in this lecture, you'll be able to survive. Press the subscription button to head into battle with Strike Gundam. Press the like button to soar it to Heaven's Space, where Forbidden Vortex lurks. By pressing the bell button, you'll be able to board the ZnO, the Edge. Become one with the Sea Monster ZnO and make a significant impact. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of our show.